Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This week I am planning the week of August the 26th in my A5 wide Tilly Journals inserts in a print impression planner. I am using Plannermeet version 2 from Plannerface, which is exclusive art to Plannerface, and I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use Tilly to save 10% and get a seasonal freebie. So yeah, I am using this kit because this was the week of Scotland Plannermeet, which I did go to this year, and it was a lot of fun. I went with my bestie Sophie. She is from really far north, so we kind of met in the middle to go to the Plannermeet. This week was also a lot of other things, and I am going to be skipping over a few things just to warn you in advance, because there was some stuff going on that I'm just not ready to share yet. But as I've said before, I probably will share it, just not right now. So look at that in an upcoming video. I need time. So I only finished one book this week, so I'm probably just going to go over that and then go straight into it. Oh, I haven't finished going over what I'm using. I am using a foil bundle from Scribble Prints Co. in rose gold, and I am using solid rose gold in... No, let me start that again. I'm using a Scribble Prints Co. foil bundle in rose and using solid rose underlays from my shop with hot pink blobs, blob underlays over them, and it really nicely matches the bottom washi, and I'm obsessed with how this came out. I think it's really, really stunning. The rose fits really nicely with one of the colours in the kit, as does the hot pink. And I'm not normally a pink girly, but I feel like all of the pink makes the yellow and the blue pop as well. Yellow is one of my favourite colours, especially as a kit colour. So yellow, purple and teal-y turquoise are my favourite colours, hence my branding colours. But yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about this spread. I think the two yellow days particularly just pop right off the page by the end of this spread, which is really exciting. What else do I need to say? I think that's kind of everything. I also do use a die cut, which I can't remember what the shop is called. We did get in the Scotland Plannermeet goodie bags, but it's just a little die cut that says Scotland Plannermeet 2024, because obviously that's what it was that we went to. And I think that is everything for the base. I only finished one book this week, but because I'll probably chat about the Plannermeet quite a lot, I'm probably going to get straight into it after that. And the book I finished reading is also a book I've talked about several times on this channel, so I'm not going to linger because it is one of my continual rereads. It's the series of books I listen to as I'm falling asleep most nights, and sometimes I just listen to as a comfort read. I have a few different comfort reads. At the moment I'm actually rereading the Inheritance Games as my comfort reread. It's just kind of what I feel like. I just needed something a bit different from what I've been listening to. My traditional comfort reread is Harry Potter. I do not support J.K. Rowling. She is transphobic and a horrible human being. I already own all of the audiobooks and all of the physical books. I would not do anything that gave her money. I in fact intentionally have not bought Hogwarts Legacy because I don't want to give her money. I may buy it from a second-hand shop like CEX so that I can play it, but I don't have to give J.K. Rowling money, because that to me is absolutely unacceptable, because she is transphobic, and I do not want to give anybody who is seriously transphobic in any way a reason to get money or give them money in any way, shape or form if I can possibly avoid it. As in, like, if I didn't know they were transphobic when I gave them money, like, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing you can do if you don't know. But anyway, the whole point is I'm not giving J.K. Rowling money. And the third comfort reread I'm regularly doing is the His Dark Materials trilogy. And I read the middle book of the trilogy this week, or I finished the middle book of the trilogy this week, which is The Subtle Knife. I've talked about this lots of times. I really recommend the His Dark Material books. They're technically middle grade, but they are actually quite dark for middle grade. There is the death. There's a lot of death. There's risk of death. There's abandoning. Like, yeah, it's a lot for a middle grade, I reckon. But I really recommend adults read them, and probably YA. Like, if you haven't read them. Or the other thing that's really good is the BBC TV series. When I say these are comfort rereads for me, my fun fact is generally that if you need to give a fun fact about yourself, is generally that I met Nicole Kidman. And I met Nicole Kidman in an audition. I actually auditioned when they made the film, The Golden Compass, which is the American name for the first book. It's actually called Northern Lights. But yeah, so I actually got far enough to meet Nicole Kidman, and I believe it was down to the final 3. I obviously didn't get the part, and honestly the film was pretty terrible and got really terrible reviews, so probably a good thing I didn't get the part in the end. But yeah, that's how long I've loved these books for. Like, that I was just in secondary school, so I was 11 I was 11 when I auditioned, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this week, because I have just rambled about nothing so far. So on the Monday, I did some book bits, is what I've marked in, which basically means I was updating my spreadsheet and writing reviews and stuff like that. I then did some reading, and I was probably... what was I reading? Because I didn't finish anything this week, so I don't actually know straight off. By the looks of it, I was probably reading Meet Me at the Cupcake Cafe, because I finished that the next week. And here's Kiara making her appearance. She loves to be in videos. So yeah, I was reading that, and then I did some odd jobs. Odd jobs to me basically means that I am doing like things like Duolingo, Headspace, that sort of thing, that I don't need to mark individually in my planner, but are things I do every day and just don't, so it's just odd jobs, so it's little bits and pieces. I then I met up with one of my friends who had a baby back in March, and her kiddo, so that's Christina and Ellis. We went there's a Buddhist centre quite near us, so we went there and did some walking around the grounds, but Ellis wasn't very happy, so we then went to the cafe and then did a bit more of a walk. So I've kind of marked those things in, so coffee run and then a walk, because that's sort of what we ended up doing. It was really lovely to see her. We talked about lots of things, and yeah, I haven't seen her in far too long, so it's really nice to see her, with her having a kiddo who is only sort of 5 months old, and I've just been really busy recently, so we just managed to not line up, so that was really nice. When I came home, I did some foiling, probably of underlays, because yes, the next thing I did was film my kit lineup, which if I was filming my kit lineup, I was definitely filming foiling underlays ready for that. And then we watched some Once Upon a Time. On to the Tuesday, I have left an empty box, or an empty big box, and then an empty little thing at the top. As I've said, I will just be skipping some things this week. I then, after those things happened, I filmed a plan with me. Soch and my brother went to look at a possible new car for me and decided that they were going to buy it, so I've parked in that new car, because that was like the decision to buy the new car. He picked it up while I was away at the weekend, and I saw it for the first time the following week. It is my primary car, like now, or it will be. We still have my old car, and we possibly are going to keep it. We need to put it on the market and make a decision, but yeah, that's that. Then I went to CBT. It was moved to the Tuesday because the Monday was actually a bank holiday this week, so yeah, I just marked in therapy. Then I did some laundry. I was probably doing laundry on and off during the day. If I'm folding laundry, I do it all in one go, but generally otherwise I do my washing and hanging up all through the day, on and off. And then finished the day by watching some Once Upon a Time. On to Wednesday. Wednesdays are the day we try and work on our bathroom. It doesn't always happen, but it does sometimes. But I was not very with it this week, so I was feeling very tired. So we had a bit of a lazy morning, and I just took a while to wake up and do things. Then we worked on the bathroom together, bathroom renovations. It's slow progress, but we're getting there. Then I marked that I was absolutely exhausted because we really were. Soch was also really tired, so we decided to give up for the day. And then we had some sexy time and some cuddles, which was lovely. Then I am going to skip over the next few things and just mark that near the bottom of the day that I was building Lego. And then I was watching some Once Upon a Time again to finish the day. On to Thursday, again there's a good chunk of today that is going to be skipped. I did have a bit of a lie-in. The things that happened this day meant I wasn't starting at work first thing, so I did have a little bit of a lie-in, and then I'm going to skip over the next two things, and then I went to work after that, and I met with my oh my god, words, the person who's acting as my line manager for a coffee and a chat. I say coffee, I drink tea, I don't drink coffee. For a cup of tea and a chat, which was nice, really lovely. Then came home, watched Once Upon a Time, and carried on building some Lego. On to Friday, which is the last day before the planner meet started. I was at work and I was in clinic in the morning, so I've just marked in a clinic. I don't always mark in when I'm in clinic and stuff because I do clinics quite a lot, but sometimes I feel like it, so I do. Then I was absolutely knackered, so when I came home I took some rest and self-care. I find it ironic that I just did a massive yawn while I was saying that I was exhausted, but honestly the exhaustion is real at the moment. It is ridiculous. So yeah, did that, and then we had a bit of a date night. I don't think we went anywhere or anything, we just, oh no, maybe we did, we went to Nando's, I think, for a date night, and then came home, had some cuddles and had an early night because we were both knackered. It's just honestly, like, our sleepiness at the moment is sky high. It's redonkulous, and it's kind of still going on, and we are like middle of October by the time I'm filming this video voiceover. Yeah, it's the 12th of October, so yeah, pretty much middle of October. On to Saturday, it was time for me to head up to Scotland for the Scotland Planner Meet. I started off the day by doing my nails. I do normally do my nails on a Friday night, but with the dinner and just being so tired, I just did them on the Saturday morning instead. Then I did some packing for the trip. Here is the base all finished, so I'm now moving on to the day by day, so you'll start seeing the icons and scripts I'm talking about going down. Then I did the long drive up north. My appetite had been really poor this week, so I marked in that I was actually eating because I ate loads on that drive. It was ridiculous. Like, I took some snacks with me, and I think I stopped for a Macca's and I ate everything. I was so hungry for some reason, having not eaten anything really all week, so I marked in that I was actually eating. Then I marked that I got to Scotland and met my bestie Sophie in Glasgow at the hotel. So I just marked that in as a really happy time because we haven't seen each other in far too long, with one thing and another, aka her moving from down south to as far north as you can get, and me being poorly. We haven't seen each other for quite a while. So yeah, it was just really lovely to be with her and spend some time with her, and we just had a bit of a chill time together, like just having some resting and just like chilling, chatting, that sort of thing. So I've just marked that in as self-care. Then we went for dinner. Oh, Kiara is cleaning me in the video. She is a cutie. Then we went for dinner. We decided to just go for dinner in the hotel because there was the pyjama party afterwards, and we were like, oh, I don't know how long dinner will take, so I don't really know whether we can go off somewhere else. And we were like, nah, we'll just get dinner in the hotel and it'll be fine. And actually it worked out really well because we could get it with a deal for breakfast the next morning, and that worked out really well because we hadn't paid for breakfast because it was really expensive. But when you got it with this deal, it was actually really cheap, so you got like 2 courses at dinner and a drink, and then breakfast the next morning, and it was like a really reasonable price. Then we went to the pyjama party, which was the first time Scotland Planner Meet has put on something the night before, and this was basically just like a really chill meet up, like having chats and stuff. There were about 15-20 of us, I don't know, maybe that's wrong, but there wasn't loads of us, so it was quite nice to be like, you got to know people a little bit more. I sat next to Sophie and someone I didn't really know. She uses one of my planners though, I believe, so hi if you're watching this, Sarah. So yeah, I had a chat with Sarah. She does have a shop, which if I remember I will link down below. She does like she started doing some stickers again, but she does lots of sublimation printing stuff as well. Sophie got one of her cups because it was really cool. Anyway, so it was nice, like it was a really nice environment because we just like, it was really chill and really chatty, and then we did lots of games, including moving Skittles around the table with a straw, and trying to draw the second longest snake and things like that. It was a lot of fun. It was really good actually. I enjoyed it. And then yeah, I've just marked in that we were chatting and things. Some people stayed and chatted for longer, but me and Soph were like, I think we need to go to sleep, otherwise we're not going to be with it enough the following day. So there's that, but yeah, it was lovely all the same. And then we're going to get on to Sunday, the day of the actual planner meet. So started off the day by going for breakfast. As I've already said, we paid for breakfast that day. We did not have breakfast on the Monday because we stayed that night, this Sunday night as well. Anyway, so I've marked in that I went for breakfast, and then I've marked in nice and big that Scotland Planner Meet started, which is really exciting. It was such a good event. I really enjoyed it. The day started with some shopping time, and there were lots of lovely shops there. I bought some things from Gretel Creates. I can't remember the name of Sarah's shop, but Sarah that I was chatting to before, I got some die cuts from her shop. I also got some die cuts from, I can't remember, is it Naomi Jane Creates? I think that's mostly what I bought. I might have bought some other little bits, but I can't remember. They're the things that like stand out. I mostly got die cuts, and I got a couple of dot markers from Gretel Creates, as well as her pens that you can put fountain pen ink in. I got some of those as well. I can't remember anything else that I purchased, but that doesn't mean I didn't. I just have a really bad memory. Then, while people were still shopping but we were done, I decided to do some memory planning. I brought my off-camera planner, and I just worked on a spread in that, which was really lovely to do. And then we had a workshop, our first workshop of the day, and it was on, we were making little like planner companion friends out of Fimo, which is like an oven dry clay. Honestly, it makes me think of being in hospital as a child, because when I was in hospital after I broke my arm, I did quite a lot of building with Fimo. So yeah, that's what it makes me think of. But I really love the little things I made. It was so much fun. Then it was time for lunch. My eating the day before sort of caught up with me, and I felt really sick after lunch, which was not ideal. So I went for a little lie down and a little bit of a rest while people were still having lunch, but made sure I was back for the afternoon events. I am going to skip over a couple of things. There was a talk from a woman who owns a leather shop and has been on a TV show. So that was then. And then we did a bookmark workshop from Gretel Creates, where we made our own little bookmark, and I made one with a little cat and ink charm that I absolutely love, and I made it like double the width of, I cut it a bit shorter to make it like the right length to go twice over in my B6, and really I should have left it a little bit longer, and I'm a little bit annoyed at myself for cutting it quite so short, because yeah, you can't like flip to the page very easily, but I didn't want it to dangle too far out the end, so yeah, it was just a mistake, but that's fine. And then that was kind of it for the planner meet. It was a decent day. It was really enjoyable. I had quite a lot of fun, and yeah, in the evening we were quite tired again and run, so we just wanted to have a really chill evening again and just spend time together, because that was the really important thing to us. We just wanted to spend time together because we hadn't seen each other in so long. So yeah, I've again marked like just chilling with Sophie as self-care. I actually ended up falling asleep and having a bit of a nap. That's how tired I was. We also watched Olivia Atwood's Bad Boyfriend show, which was hilarious, so I've marked that in because it was honestly so funny, and I high-key want to keep watching the series because it was hilarious, and I just I don't know, it proper drew me in with that first episode. Let me know in the comments if you have actually seen it, because yeah, we really enjoyed it, and I'm not even sure why it was so good. It was just one of those shows, you know, when you're like, this is actually 10 out of 10, and I don't really know why. I just know that it is 10 out of 10. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing now. Why have I just taken my planner back out? I must have forgotten. I'm putting it on hole protectors. Yeah, so we played that. We were watching that, and I also played some phone games. I haven't marked what phone game it was. I think it was probably Office Cat at this point, but I don't know. I am still playing Office Cat intermittently, but it's not my current favourite phone game. Then we got takeaway. We got what sort of takeaway did we get? I feel like I had salt and pepper chips, but I can't remember what else we got. But then we also got takeaway waffle, and honestly, I love waffles. I've also just discovered there's a place in my town that does them takeaway waffles, and I'm like, I need to go there. Because I didn't know they did, and then my friend told me they did, and now I intend fully to go and get some. So yeah, I love waffles, and I didn't know I could get them locally at this point, so I was like, I really want to get a waffle while we're places that we can get a waffle. When I say takeaway, we had them both delivered because we didn't want to leave our hotel room. We were like, nope, we're good, thank you, we will just stay in here. And that is it for the week, and as I had predicted, I have basically finished the spread in the time it took me to talk about the weekend. As you can see, there are quite a few gaps this week. I do apologise for that, and here are the leftovers. I do have quite a lot left. I always do with Plannerface kits. She includes everything you need. Kiara is coming in for one last goodbye. Thank you for watching. Comment, like down below, all that kind of jazz. Look at that stunning underlay. I love it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!